amazing. Thank you very much for being interested in this webinar. I'm happy to be here and to give you latest news about our Avinoc project, about VOO, because VOO is something, VOO token, something new, and I guess you will be interested what's about VOO token and how these two projects, Avinoc and VOO, how are they integrated together, and how can we gain added value for you as a community and for us as a company. And yeah, that's the program for tonight. We have about 60 minutes. It's a presentation with a lot of information, and I would suggest that we jump in. I hope that we also have some new people here in the call. So a lot of you already know our project, our Avinoc project, our Avinoc token, our staking program, everything. But as I told you, we have something new, and probably also have some new people who do not do have the full understanding about also the Avinoc, and therefore at the beginning I will give you an overview also for this. Okay, let's start. Welcome to the future of aviation. Yes, that's for tonight. At the beginning, just a short disclaimer, just to explain that we have here limitation of liability on our side as a company. And of course, we are talking about token, we are talking about crypto topics, and this is also information about risks with our which are associated with crypto assets. Okay, Gernot Winter, yeah, welcome. That's my name. I'm the founder of Avinoc and VOO, and I'm also responsible for these two companies. So I'm also the CEO. My background is an economical background, so I'm not the technical guy in terms of I do not code. I understand something, of course, yeah, on the technical side, that's for sure. But I'm more on a strategic, financial, and business development side. And I'm doing businesses like this for the last 25 years. Okay, let's start with Avinoc. Yeah, idea Avinoc. On the next slide, you will see the time schedule for the last years. Avinoc is a tokenization company, so dedicated to the aviation industry, and we are developing software solutions, and we are connecting real-world business with the crypto world, and developing solutions to make the business aviation, the commercial aviation, and the whole industry better. And for this, we also are using blockchain technology. So that's the crypto part. More about Avinoc's story. Actually, we were founded in 2017 already. The first white paper was then out in 2018. In 2019, we participated with a Lufthansa and SAP blockchain challenge, and we reached the third place, which was totally crazy and amazing for us. The problem was that the industry didn't understand our solution so far, and that's why we had to change a little bit. And I will tell you what's the result of our change. The change was then beginning in 2020. We started with the real world project. And we implemented then the blockchain solutions in the real world project, and not started only with the blockchain project. So that was 2020 as a milestone. And in October, the next milestone important for us also is that we entered a partnership with Avinoc technologies. I will explain a little bit later when I describe the products and how they're working, why this partnership is so important for us as a company and for driving our products. And in March 2023, we migrated finally then from ERC20 token to the SEN20 token. That means that we migrated to the Avinoc smart chain. So the projects we are developing in Avinoc. So Avinoc is more the think tank, and VOO as a company, for example, is then operating the project. So project from the Avinoc, what we developed in the background is, of course, we are a blockchain company, so we have our own token. That's the Avinoc token. Then we developed a loyalty program, which is based on blockchain with our own token. So reward program with the Avinoc token. Then we have the crypto payment solution. That means that the software solutions we are bringing out to the business, they have implemented a crypto payment solution. So that means that you can pay with the Avinoc token, you can pay with Bitcoin, or you can pay with the Scenic, whatever you want. So it's both fiat and crypto payment. And then the first real world project we developed at WU Digital B2B Marketplace for the business aviation. And that's the topic for tonight, more the topic for tonight, also to explain our real world project, WU, the status of WU, the connection of WU and the Avinoc token, and the connection of WU and the WU token, and what we are doing at the moment, and what we are planning for the future, and what we are already developing for our future project. So first of all, the topic we have is aviation, but aviation is not only flying in the air. Aviation is more a topic connected to mobility, and mobility is a basic human need. So that means that people want to travel, people want to be free, they want to move from A to B. That's mobility. And what we are doing is that we are trying to help people and tell with the vision. So mobility, of course, we are connected to aviation. It means we are connected to air mobility, and air mobility is part of the present, of course, and air mobility will be a very important task also in the future. And what we are doing with WU, we are taking care of your air mobility. So that means that our vision of WU is that we want to provide digital access to air mobility for all people in the world. And how do we want to do this? We want to enable this access with the creation of one single, and that's important, a low threshold digital gateway that is easy to use, and it's integrated into people's everyday lives. So nothing complicated, so it's easy to use, and everybody has an idea how he can use it. When we're talking about aviation, what's our market view as Avinoc, as WU on this industry? We are talking about the business aviation, we're talking about commercial airline, and then we're talking about advanced air mobility. That's something new. We will see a little bit later what's about this. Just to get an understanding how big this industry actually is, the industry, the aviation industry in total is bigger than the automotive and the pharmaceutical industries together. So that's really a huge market. Okay, now jump deeper into the projects we are running at the moment. So what's WU project operations today? As I told you, we developed a B2B marketplace in the business aviation. The business aviation so far is a B2B business, means business to business. That's like having a travel agency and sorry, having a travel agency and a hotel. So that's the travel agency in the business aviation. This B is the broker, and the hotel is the operator. So the operator is providing jets. And what are the USPs we can provide as WU in this business with our B2B marketplace? It's that we are the world's first and only digital marketplace within the entire business aviation business for direct booking and payment. This sounds a little bit strange, because everybody knows marketplace is totally easy, booking.com, everything totally easy. We are looking for hotels, we can book it, that's totally normal for us. But in the business aviation, it was so far not possible to directly book a private jet. And that's our solution, the first in the world. That's USP. the second USP we have a unique integrated blockchain-based reward program with our own Avinoc token. We will talk about this a little bit later. And we also have our payment solution with the fiat and the crypto implemented already into this marketplace. So the blockchain features we already implemented are the VU payment solution. It's called VU Pay, so that's the crypto payment solution. VU Miles, that's the reward program running with our Avinoc token. And of course, if you're doing a payment with crypto, we are paying out rewards with crypto. That means that we also need a wallet where you can interact with our marketplace, and that's the VU wallet. What's the actual status of the marketplace, actual numbers? So we are already in the market. We are out since October, November last year. To start a marketplace the marketplace is really operating on a high level, so that you have a huge number of transactions, means that you need a certain number of operators and brokers on the marketplace, and of course planes, so that the broker can search for a plane and then of course book the plane. So at the moment we have more than 70 registered operators on the marketplace, more than 100 brokers, and about 150 published planes at the moment. We have already some a small number of bookings, some training bookings also. So the operators and the brokers need to get a better understanding about the marketplace, how it is working, how reliable are the information and everything. So that's the situation at the moment. And we are pretty convinced that we will start really operating the business at Q1 next year with more transactions, so that we can really see the result of the operations. So, but of course, that's the business we are operating at the moment. But for us, it's totally clear that we need to move forward. We developed a solution which is able to make the business better, but it's not disruptive. It's not a game changer. And what's in our view, so what's the game changer, or what was the game changer, for example, in the travel industry? It was Booking.com. Booking.com made it possible for us as people to book a hotel. That was not possible before, because we had to go to the travel agency, and the travel agency booked the hotel for us. And we could not compare one room with another room. It was not possible so far. And the same situation we do have in the business aviation. And what we are developing at the moment, what we can see as a disruptive solution for the business, this is a business aviation marketplace, which is not only business to business, but also business to customer. That means B2C. That means that we are open the market, the business aviation market, also for customers, that they are able to direct book a flight with a private jet. The customer will be able to get in contact with the broker, or they will be able to directly book. So that means the next step for us is that we are developing, and what do we need? Of course, that we can grant this access to the business aviation for the customers. We need the front end, and this is the gateway. That's what our vision is, that we're offering a solution for the customer, and that's an app you have on your smartphone, and then it's easy to handle. You can use it just to book a flight. So we are developing our own VU app to make it possible that customer can directly book a flight. And of course, the second thing is that we are implementing also a reward program for the end customers. And this is planned to come also next year, 2024. Okay, I showed you the market we have. So we have the business aviation, we have commercial airlines, we have advanced air mobility. So business aviation is more niche. The really huge things we can see in a commercial airline business. So I have here some numbers so that you get a better understanding how huge the market of the commercial airline was and is and will be in the next years. So we had in 2022 4 billion passengers using commercial airlines. The commercial commercial airline turnover with ticketing, only selling tickets, was $800 billion last year. So the average price of a ticket was about $200. And what's the connection between commercial airline and WOO? If we are only already developing a front end for the business aviation that people can directly book a business jet, then of course it's clear that we can also connect WOO and open the WOO solution also for commercial airlines booking. So that means we are creating the marketplace for direct booking also for a commercial airline flight with the WOO app. Yeah, so you have only one app, so you can do both. We are connecting business aviation with the commercial airlines. And of course, we are also implementing WOO Miles for commercial airlines booking. That means if you're then booking a flight with Lufthansa, Emirates, I don't know, which airline ever, you will get a reward in Avinoc token for doing this. So what's the WOO gateway? When we bring all these together, we have the professional solution for the B2B at the moment. It's the WOO marketplace. This is also a gateway. And then we are developing the WOO app for the commercial airline, for the business aviation, and then also we'll come to this for air taxis, drones. And we have also then a reward and a referral program. The referral program is something special. I have some slides about the referral program. I will tell you in a few minutes. So that's the gateway. And now the partnership with Scenic comes into the game the first time. There's 1 second, but the first time, which is important for us. And first, we have our WOO app. We have a WOO wallet, and the WOO wallet is already then connected to the Nomo app. This means that if we're paying out a reward, this reward is directly paid out into your Nomo app because you have the wallet in there. So, and this means that you can get this token and you can do whatever you want with the token. I will show you. So that means that our WOO app is then integrated directly into the Nomo app. What does this mean for you as a user? You can direct book and pay on the WOO marketplace in the Nomo app because it's integrated. You will get rewards directly to the WOO Nomo wallet. You can stake, you can compound the Avinoc token because staking is a feature integrated into the Nomo app. You can swap Avinoc token. You can withdraw the Avinoc token. And of course, then in the future, there will be some more solutions integrated in the Nomo app. Then the WOO app will have the possibility to interact with all the applications which will be provided with the app. So, so we had a product which is running already, then what we are developing at the moment, and of course we have a vision, we have a future, and what are future possibilities. As I showed you already, we have advanced air mobility, so air taxi. That's like Uber in the air. There was some news 3 months ago, I guess. It was about starting air taxi solutions within the next 3 years in Dubai. The Sheikh made an announcement. And for sure, if the Sheikh is saying something, it will happen in this time. So this means that urban air mobility is already starting. And what do they need to start a business? They have a backend, they have a hardware, they have everything, they have the planes and what solutions they can provide, whatever, but they also will need a front end. So what can we offer as WU for these solutions and for urban air mobility? We can offer our WU marketplace, which has pretty much the same processes, business intelligence in the background. So we are already ready, providing a solution also for this business. And the second is that we also have the potential to integrate the reward and the crypto and everything I already talked about. And the next thing, of course, is drone logistics. Yeah. So I don't know how fast it will go, but I guess it's pretty close to us and this business, and we will see a lot of solutions and different use cases for drones in the future. And it's the same thing like the air taxi solution. If a customer, if a company wants to use drones, they all need a front end, and they all probably need a marketplace where they can find the right drone for the right use case in the moment, and have an overview, and then they can book a drone. Yeah. And not only for logistics, but also for other things. And that's what we can offer also already with our marketplace, because we have the business intelligence ready, and we have the potential again of the integration of reward and crypto payment solution. So market potential. Yeah. This here you can see an expected yearly turnover in the year 2030. So that's not a cumulative. That's in the year 2030, expected turnover in these different fields. So air taxi, $8 billion. Business aviation, $20 billion turnover a year. At the moment, it's about $13-14 billion. Drones business, totally surprising for me when I saw this number, more than 50 billion in 2030 already. And commercial airlines are expected to generate a turnover of $900 billion. This means if we count all this together, we're talking about $1 trillion turnover expected in 2013. That's the market potential we are faced as WU to bring our solutions to a market of $1 trillion. But WU is not only something limited to one person, and that's one of the most important things to understand how we are working and how the business will operate and be successful in the future. This is community, and it's important that we build a community. I have here one example of a blockchain-based reward program. This is Starbucks. We are not connected to Starbucks, so no relations, nothing. It's just an example. Why is it an example for me? Because Starbucks at the moment is one of the biggest blockchain-based reward programs in the world. And Starbucks has about 29 million people using this program. So it's a 29 million people program. The difference between Starbucks loyalty on blockchain and Avinoc reward program blockchain is easy to understand. You can get a Starbucks reward as an NFT, but the only thing you can do with the Starbucks reward blockchain reward is that you can get another coffee at Starbucks. That's nothing new, and you cannot buy a Coke in a supermarket with a Starbucks token or something, because this does not exist. The difference between this blockchain-based reward program and the Avinoc reward program is that with the Avinoc token, you can go to the supermarket and buy a Coke. You can use a Scenic debit card to buy something different. It's not an umbrella from Lufthansa. Yeah? That's a totally different story. So that's one reason why I showed this. So what's the community building program we already created and we will bring into the market in the next month? First, we have already the WU Miles, I told you already. So that's the reward program based on Avinoc token. When you're using our solution, the app, the B2B marketplace. And the second is a special referral program. And this referral is something totally interesting. This means we have our Woo app, yeah, coming out next year. And if you refer this Woo app to a third person, and this third person will use then the Woo app to buy a flight, Emirates, for example, this person will get a reward because it bought a flight on the Woo app, but you will also get a reward as a referrer when the people are using it. So each time the people are using, you will get a reward as a referrer, and you will not get it once, you will get it each time the people are using Woo app, and not only for 1 year, 2 years, no, for a lifetime. And that's totally huge. I will show you some numbers then, and then you will understand what it means to build a community. The official start of the referral program will be the 8th of September already 2023, this year. Why will we start before we launch the app? Because we can start building a community, and you will have the chance to build the community now. In the meantime, September till we launch the app, so that you have already your community set up in your background. So you will get already referral rewards when the Woo app is in the market and will be used within the community. So that's the reason why we'll try to launch it earlier, so that we can prepare everything in the back. Okay, that was the project side with Avinoc token, because everything is running with the Avinoc token on the project side. And now we're talking about Woo token as an example to explain a little bit. The Woo projects are like the marketplace, the Woo app. This is like an iPhone, but with the Woo token, we are talking about the Apple company. Yeah, so Woo token is Apple company's Woo company. Woo token is representing the company, and the project are a different story. So that's really the basis of the company. And with the Woo token, you will have the chance to become a shareholder of the Woo company. What does this mean? With the Woo token, we are, let's say, giving away a 25% share of the company, of Woo company, with the Woo minting, with the hub. If you have a Woo minting hub, you will gain revenues from Woo in terms of company profits of the company. And of course, it is a token. The token will be traded in the market then. And of course, you can also benefit from the increase of the value of a Woo and the Avinoc token within the same ecosystem. And they are influencing themselves all the time. And the better the projects are working, the higher the value of the token. It's like a company. If the company is performing very good, the share will increase in value. The total number of the minting hubs will be 1.5 million. And these minted tokens are representing a maximum of 25% of the shares of the Woo company. The total number of Woo token will be approximately, it's not totally exact, will be approximately 10 billion token. And we implement a sales halving for the minted token. And you can see then also the white paper. You can get more information on our new landing page. That's woo.group. And there you can download also the white paper. Okay, and now we are talking about two different tokens, with the Avinoc token and the Woo token. To compare these two tokens a little bit for you. The VOO token is used within the project. So you will get a reward in Avinoc token for using the VOO gateway. You will get a reward in Avinoc token within the VOO referral program. And VOO as a company, yeah, will buy also Avinoc token for the VOO miles, yeah, so that we can pay out the reward. And this is something influencing the value of the token. The rewards referral and the staking program are contributing also. That's what is more or less the same. The Avinoc token value. And then VOO as a company will also buy Avinoc token on the market to have the Avinoc token as an asset within the VOO company. On the other side, the VOO token, these are minted tokens so representing VOO company shares. The sales profits from the hub, yeah, they will be used to drive the development of the project. That means that we are using profits to increase and speed up the development of the VOO app, for example, yeah, the development of the refer program, everything. That's the reason. The VOO company's profit will be then distributed in the relation to the minted tokens representing shares of the company, and they will be paid out then to the VOO token minted. With VOO company's profit, will also purchasing VOO token in the market, also to buy some token and to bring this token also as an asset into the company. This looks complicated. It's not. It's just, you can see it also then in the white paper. It's how the tokenomics are working and how the connection between the VOO company and the Avinoc token and the VOO token is. So you just download, please, then this slide from the white paper. Just go through it, and it is explaining everything, and you will see how these things are interacting together. That's the VOO hub minting factor. You can see that at the beginning, that's in 1,000 hubs number. You can see that the factor has this curve in the number of hubs sold in terms of 1.5 million hubs. You can see this also in the white paper to download on the landing page. Okay, and just to answer a simple question, how to become part of this? How can you become part of this ecosystem? Yeah, your personal step-by-step to-do list. Minting of VOO tokens. Use the Avinoc token staking program. Start your own referral community building. And of course, book and fly over VOO gateway. More information about the Avinoc token, because that's, of course, important. We have the Avinoc staking program. The Avinoc staking program, it's like a capital savings plan. Easy to understand. If you put some money and stake it in your wallet for a certain period of time, you will get a reward for doing this. I will explain why this is important to do this and important for the value of the token. This is the staking and compounding program. Yeah, to explain, if you use the staking as a Sapphire member, yeah, and you will stake Avinoc token in your wallet, you will block it in your wallet for 1 year, you will get a reward of 3%. If you're doing this for 3 years, you will get a reward of 15% already. If you're doing this for 5 years, you will get a reward of 37.5%. And if you're doing this for 10 years, you will double. You will get 100% reward. And one of the most important things to understand with this reward program is that we are paying out the rewards, not on a quarterly basis, annual basis. We are paying it out on a daily basis. This means that you will get all the rewards on a daily basis. So you are able to use the rewards already day by day. And the second thing is to understand, for example, if you do this staking for 10 years, we will pay out the rewards and also the capital you staked at the beginning within the half time of the total period. This means that you will get back everything after 5 years already. So you have the chance to bring your rewards and your capital back again into the program before the end of the total period of staking. This means you have a huge chance to compound, and that's the compounding effect. You can just do a research what compounding has an effect. Yeah? Just do this and you will see how huge this chance will be. That's the staking and compounding. Okay, and now to give you a better understanding why the reward program is so interesting for the Avinoc token. I told you already, reward program means that you will get a reward by using WU Gateway. This means that you will fly with Emirates and the ticket will cost $500 and you will get a percentage of this value as a reward in Avinoc token. But before we as WU can pay out this token to you, we will buy this token out of the market. We do not have it in our pockets. We have to buy the token out of the market. This means each transaction on the WU app or on the WU marketplace will increase the demand of the Avinoc token on the market because of the reward program. So the more transactions, the better the WU Gateway is performing, the more we can pay out to the community using everything, the more demand for Avinoc token on the market we are creating. That's the story. And then we will see how important the staking of the token is. So what can you do with this token? I told you already, this is not Starbucks, this is Avinoc. We will pay out these rewards directly into the Nomo app, and then you can stake it, you can compound something, you can trade the token, you can pay it out, you can swap it to Scenic, to Tupan, to I Love Saphir, whatever you want. Or you can pay, for example, the next flight of Emirates. I'm also not connected to Emirates because I'm always telling Emirates, but that's just an example. Yeah, so that's the tricky thing. Tokenomics of Avinoc token numbers. So we have in total 389 million token in circulating supply on the markets. And out of this amount, so thereof 346 million token are already in the staking. This means that almost 90%, 89% of total supply are already in the staking. And this means that only 40 million tokens are remaining in the market. And just to give you a feeling, how successful the program worked already in the past, you can see here one of the most important staking programs, because we have here Ethereum, Cardano, Solana, USDC, DAI, Polkadot, Tron, with their staking programs. And you can see no one reached the number we already achieved. So we are really, really, really a successful staking program. Okay, and now I will show you something before I come to the staking effect. Let's talk about the power of the community building. And it's almost easier to explain something with some sample calculations. Please, these are really sample calculations because it's based on some numbers. But if you can imagine, we have, for example, a community of already 2 million people. And each of you know some guys, your family, friends, who are flying the year 2 times a year, for example, using commercial airlines just to travel around, making vacations, doing business whatsoever. Only 15 people. So we can multiply 2 million with the 50 people you are referring the VU app. So that's we are creating then a community of 30 million people. You remember the number of 29 million people for Starbucks was one of the world's biggest blockchain reward programs. So we can create such a community. It's not that far away. And then just make a math. 30 million people booking 2 flights per year. Yeah? Each flight 200, because that's the number, the average number we saw commercial airline booking last year. This is creating a turnover of $12 billion, only this. And then, as an example, we are paying out referred, and to the community a 2.5% reward in Avinoc token and also in VU token per flight booked. If we just make the math and say, okay, 1.5% is going as a reward to the active people using VU app to book a flight. This is creating an amount of $100 million for Avinoc token. The referrer, the passive booking, will get, as an example, 0.5%, is additionally creating 60 million demand for Avinoc token. And then let's say we also do something for the community, for the VU, and let's say, okay, we will also pay out a reward for VU token, 0.5%. This is additional creating demand for VU token, also worth $60 million. So if we bring this all together, means that in total, we are creating as a community once a year, once a year, $300 million demand for our token. That's the power of the community. Okay. And there's something as an example, because we are talking about VU app and it's the future. But at the moment, we already have our B2B marketplace in the business aviation. And this is also an example. And please then remember the numbers. With our VU marketplace in the business aviation, we have a goal, internal goal, to reach 25% within 10 years, 25% market share within 10 years. Here I have an example that we, for example, reach a market share only of not 25, only 10% market share within the next 7 years. And this is based on a reward of 1.5%. This would mean that we create only with the VU B2B marketplace, reaching these goals. If we reach these goals, we would create cumulative in this period of time, $200 million market demand created only out of the VU business aviation reward program within the next 7 years, $200 million market demand. And why are these numbers so important? So we can see this here. So the value of the company, this is something from the coin market cap. The value of the company on coin market cap is counted in market capitalization. Yeah? What is the market capitalization? The market capitalization is the total number of the token in circulations. These are the 389 million with the Avinoc token, and multiplied by the price of the token at the moment. Yeah? So if we are reaching a price of the market of the Avinoc token of $1, then we have a market capitalization of $378 million. this would lead to a top 100 ranking on CoinMarketCap. CoinMarketCap has about 27,000 tokens on CoinMarketCap. So this is a list of all the projects in the world, all the tokens in the world, a ranking. It would mean that we would be under the top 100 projects, under 27,000 projects. If you're reaching the price of $10 of the Avinoc token, this would mean that we have a market capitalization of $3.78 billion. This is triple a unicorn. Unicorn status would mean market cap of 1 billion. This would lead to a position of top 25. And let's say we are not a one-hit wonder project. We are planning our business we are talking about real world business, and you know how long it takes to build a real world business. So we are talking about 1, 3, 5, 7, 10 years. And let's say we will reach 200 within 10 years. This would mean that we have a market capitalization of $80 billion. This would be a top 5 ranking. And now the important thing to understand, how much money do we need to purchase Avinoc token on the market to reach such numbers? And then the effect of the staking program comes into the place, because we have the chance with the staking program to leverage, to create a leverage effect with the created demand. This means that you do not need such a high volume to increase the value of the token. To reach, for example, the level of $1, we only need a purchasing volume of about $10 million at the moment, under these market conditions we have at the moment. And of course, the people with this math, we do not sell the token again, but the purchase token are going into the staking program again and not floated to the market. This means only 10 million. To reach the price of 10, about 40 million. And to reach, for example, number of 200, we need about 150 million purchasing volume. And if you could remember the slide before, that we said, okay, only with the B2B marketplace, we are reaching these goals of 10% market share. We expect a creation of demand of $200 million within the next 7 years. This is the answer, okay? So this is the Avinoc token potential. Okay, and like Steve Jobs says in his presentations all the time, one more thing. I cannot show you the new iPhone, of course, but I can give you some views, some mock-ups, okay? That's some fancy things. Okay, how can such a Woo app look like in the future? Yeah. So this here you can see also the integration already in the normal app, because you know the normal app when you have the credit card on the top there, and you have the swipe function, and this is the same thing. So you can just swipe to the next, and then you will find the Woo app. This could be, for example, something for the air taxi solution. Yeah, we already had the map of Dubai. Yeah, and you can also buy the ticket. It's also important, the Woo app. Within the Woo app, you will be able to buy the ticket. So you will not be then transferred to the homepage of Lufthansa, and you have to buy the ticket over there. You can buy the ticket within the Woo app, because we will have the license, the IATA license, that we are allowed to do this. Huge advantage. Easy to handle, and with this ticket you just go to the counter and get your boarding card. Okay, And also, of course, the refer program and the rework program will also be implemented into the app. So you know all the time, okay, what's the status of my refer program? How many people are in my program? And I referred already, what's the turnover I achieved, and what's the reward I got already in terms of token. And the same thing, not only with the refer program, but also with the reward program. And of course, we are always thinking one step further. What's next? Yeah, probably we are at some point in the future, we will be able also to travel with some spaceships. And of course, we will be ready at that time. Okay, so let's take off together. Thank you very much for your time, to being here, to listen, and to get all the information. I hope what's the time? Yeah, 55 minutes for the webinar. I guess we're good in time. So yeah, thank you very much, and please just download the white paper to inform you. We will try to bring also the presentations and more information to the back office, so that you really will be able to get all the information you need. And yeah, thank you very much, and have a good night. Thanks. Bye.